Alright, hello everyone and welcome to the 5,000 subscribers special as well as sort of Q&A thing. This is the A part of the Q&A, so let's get right into it. On the screen you'll see me building a bunch of exhibits in Monster Menagerie. Not really going to be talking about those too much, I'm mostly going to be answering you guys' questions, so I'm going to go ahead and pull up the video or pull up all your guys' questions, and I'm going to start just going through them and answering them one-on-one, or one by one, excuse me. Okay, let's just start with the first. First we have one from TVB9, I believe that's how you say your name. Do you dream of working in a real zoo one day? Not really. I'm not opposed to zoos. Like, I know some people are, but I'm not particularly. I've been to zoos. I've actually, actually in high school I almost volunteered at a zoo, but it didn't really work out, unfortunately. But yeah, it wouldn't really be my thing. I don't think that would be something that I would enjoy all that much. And if you don't enjoy it, you're not going to be that good at it. So, okay. Thank you for that question. Okay, let's see. Next question is from Shada Hamburg, and it's asking, he or she, I'm not sure, is asking if I could make a dinosaur zoo or a Jurassic Park 3 zoo. Yes, I have made a Jurassic Park zoo, so I'm probably not going to do another Jurassic Park zoo, at least for a while. Although, I will say that there is going to be Jurassic Park Operation Genesis played on the channel again pretty soon. And I will say, yes, I will do another dinosaur zoo, but I'm not going to say any more than that because I don't want to give anything away. And let's go to the next question. Okay, if you could bring one animal from the original Zoo Tycoon, which one would it be and why? This is from Julian Baylard. I would bring, see, it's kind of tough because a lot of them have already been brought back by mods, you know? Like, my favorite animal from the original Zoo Tycoon was the spotted hyena, because that's one of my favorite animals, period. But it's kind of brought back with mods, so as far as stuff that I don't think it's even been done with mods yet, I don't know. I think they've kind of covered everything, haven't they? That's a good question, but yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, next question is from Dalton Hill. He's got a few questions. When did you first get into Zoo Tycoon 2? Not that long ago, actually. I never played Zoo Tycoon 2 as a kid. I played the original Zoo Tycoon. And I think it's only been like 3 years that I've been playing Zoo Tycoon 2. So, I really started playing only shortly before starting the channel, honestly. When did you first start using mods on Zoo Tycoon 2? Almost immediately once I started playing Zoo Tycoon 2. I didn't really play because I already knew about the like mods and stuff because I had been modding Zoo Tycoon, not modding it myself, but you know, using mods. So I sort of already knew about it and everything, so I kind of picked up mods pretty quickly. And then his other question is, should they remaster Zoo Tycoon 2? It'd be cool if they did. I'm not really a graphics guy. Like, good graphics are good graphics. So it's cool and all, but I don't need that for me to enjoy a game. For me, it's much more about gameplay. But yeah, I mean, that would be cool. I think that would be something that would be very interesting if they did. It's not going to happen, I don't think. I think it's actually more likely that we got a Zoo Tycoon 3 than somebody remastering the original game. What I think is actually the most likely to happen is something like Planet Coaster, where it's the guys who made the original Roller Coaster Tycoon games, kind of making a game that they really want, you know, trying to make their game rather than worrying about the constraints of something like Microsoft. I think that's the more likely thing that'll happen with another Zoo Tycoon game, something like that, rather than, because I think even if we get any more Zoo Tycoon games, they're not going to be like the original, just because it's not the same studio really doing it. That's, you know, so I don't really see that happening, but it would be cool. I said that's from Dalton Hill. Okay, next question, Keith Redford. What inspired this type of channel you made? How do you get so creative with speed builds and ideas? Well, as far as being creative, it's just practice and just willing to try new things. Willing to, basically, I think the biggest thing with making creative ideas is don't be afraid to try something different, and it's something that don't be afraid to do something that might not work out. You know, if I've built zoos and I've built exhibits where I look at them and they're like, I don't really like it, but you know, that's okay, because I think if you make enough, then you'll continually improve, and you'll continually find stuff that you like and dislike, and a lot of trial and error, you know. And what inspired me to make this type of channel? Well, a lot of things inspired me to make a channel to begin with. Just seeing other YouTubers. This sort of, actually, originally I wasn't intending to do Zoo Tycoon as a huge part of the channel. It was going to be part of it, but I was sort of just experimenting. Originally I thought I'd be doing a lot of RTS games and strategy games, because that's something that I play a lot, or used to play a lot in my free time. I don't really have as much free time anymore, but that's as well as like city builders, those are really my genres that I like. I thought I'd do a lot of that, but then the Zoo Tycoon stuff is sort of what took off, and I just kind of went from there. The biggest inspiration for me, like in who I kind of based my channel off of in a lot of ways, is the Zoo Tycooner 14. If you don't know who she is, there'll be a link. There's a link to her channel on the main page of my channel, but she's definitely the biggest inspiration in terms of how I build my channel, without question. The next question is from Big Chill. So when did you start playing Zoo Tycoon 2? I covered that. Where do you live? I'm not going to say exactly where I live, but I will say that I live in the United States, obviously, and I live in the state of Nevada, but that's all I'm going to say on that. And I don't really, actually, I've only lived here like 2 years now, 2.5 years, something like that. I've been all over the West Coast, born and raised in California. So what's your favorite movie? My favorite movie is Peter Jackson's King Kong from 2005. Love that movie. Let's see. I have to read this one. I haven't actually read this one yet. Okay, so this is from Kiki Tella. Is it hard to manage YouTube? Not really for me, because I'm in a fortunate position where I don't have a ton of responsibilities at the moment. You know, I'm not. I don't have a job right now. I'm not married. I don't have any kids, so it's easy to sort of put all my focus, or at least most of my focus, into it. And I'm not going to school, so. Are there going to be some new games soon? Absolutely. This next month, I'm going to have a lot of time to record, and I'm going to be recording a ton of new games and just throwing them out there and sort of see what works and what doesn't. So, a lot of experimentation in December and probably January. What was your favorite part of having a channel? I don't know. There's a lot of things I like about it. I just love the interaction. I love being able to just be creative and just like that be what you do, you know? I feel like very much that in this, especially in the United States, there's very much a sort of people have a problem when people just do what they want to do. Almost like it's like people see YouTube as not a real job or this or that. Like you got to do certain things in order to be a functioning member of society or whatever. But I like that aspect too. That I feel like I'm just doing what I want to do and making a little money at it. Not that it's like, oh, I want to make all this money, but it's nice to be able to do what you want to do and be rewarded at the same time and be able to reward other people, if that makes sense, you know? Like, you're not just doing it for yourself, you're doing it with the intention of other people enjoying what you do, which I really like that. What else? There's other parts to this question. Okay, tell us the story of the channel, the bad, the good news, what type of videos you enjoy making the most. And will I be updating my PC? The story of the channel, like I said, I kind of covered that a little bit. There's not too much to tell. I watch a lot of different channels. I got the inspiration. Actually, Best in Slot was a channel I watched a lot of. Got a lot of inspiration from him wanting to make me want to start a channel. I just sort of did it, you know? I had no idea what would come of it, and it's obviously gone a lot further. It's grown a lot more than I ever thought it would, which is awesome. But there was several times, I think at least twice, maybe 3 times, that I thought I would just stop. I was like, you know, this isn't going anywhere, and I think I'm just going to do something else. But then stuck with it, and a lot of the reason I stuck with it is because of Zoo Tycoon and all the success those videos started to get. So that's pretty awesome, and obviously you guys watching them. I will be updating my PC. I'll be upgrading my PC next year when I get a little money in the bank and a little Christmas money maybe. So that's the plan there. And some hobbies I have apart from YouTube. My biggest hobby outside of YouTube is writing. I do a ton of writing. I'm actually writing a series of novels right now, which I want to self-publish. And if you guys want to know more about that, I can talk about it in another video or something. But love writing, do a lot of writing. Let's see. Yeah. So thank you for the question there, Kiki. Next is, let's see. Let's go down, scrolling down. Fedora TV asks, are you going to do more collaborations with other Zoo Tycoon YouTubers? That's very possible. I'm doing one right now with Animal Genius. We're doing the ABC Zoo. I'd love to. I'm definitely open to it. Some of the stuff, it's sometimes it's a pain because you gotta have, when you're like passing a save back and forth, you gotta make sure all the mods match, and you gotta make sure. So yeah, it's something I would like to do, but it can be a little annoying because of that. Because like I said, you have to make sure all your mods match, and sometimes you get like save file problems. Like when I did the first one, the Animal Genius, when we did the what was that series called? The Past and Present Safari. Yeah, when we did that, there was a lot of save issues and things like that. So I might do it in the future. I also like to try and do something that don't involve passing a save around. I've been trying to think of some ideas. But if there are any other Zoo Tycoon YouTubers that want to do some collaboration stuff, they can definitely contact me and we can try and figure something out. Next is from Reptoboy, who asks, what is my favorite animal? My favorite animal is American bison. Has been since I was pretty much a baby. I don't know why, I just love those things. Would you ever consider playing some ecology wildlife-based games? Depends. I'm not sure exactly. Oh, I see. Okay. And there's also a third question is, will you play Stranded Deep in Subnautica? I don't really know too much about Subnautica. I know Stranded Deep, and not sure. I like Stranded Deep actually. I haven't played it, but it looked like it was a fun game. I might play that sometime. I'd have to look more to Subnautica to see if it's something I'd want to do. So yeah, thanks for the question. Brown Toro asks, what was the best zoo you've ever been to, and how would you describe the experience? This is a little bit of a something I think I've had mentioned this before on the channel, but I've actually only ever been to 4 zoos, and one of them was really small. So I haven't been to a ton of zoos, which seems weird considering what my channel is all about. But my favorite zoo I've been to was the Oakland Zoo, and that was when I was pretty small though. But it was an awesome experience because I got to go behind the scenes because my great uncle worked there. And we really got to just see a lot of the stuff you don't normally get to see when you go to a zoo and stuff. It was really awesome. I remember really, really enjoying that. So thank you for that question. And Josh One Jedi asked, can you do a reptile or a bird zoo? Probably not right away. Maybe if I do those, I'd be more likely to do a mini zoo. I'm trying to get away from doing the big long series like I have been, at least not more than like one at a time, because I feel like I lose focus and the quality tends to dip off towards the end because I'm doing so much at once, and I don't like that. So I want to focus more on just one at a time. So in the future, maybe, but like I said, it's more likely to be a mini zoo rather than a full zoo of just one type of animal. Excuse me, one type of animal like that. So then Caleb asks, what made you want to make this channel? Just inspiration from other YouTubers, just seeing what people are doing on YouTube, and just wanted to try something for myself. Pretty much was all there is there. Why did you name your channel NickNackGaming? I don't know. My name is Nick in real life, and so I thought, maybe I should do something with that. And that sort of came to me, and I was like, it's kind of catchy. So I didn't really want to spend a lot of time on it, so I just said, I'll go with that. And now, like thinking back to it now, it probably, if I knew I was gonna do a Zoo Tycoon channel, at least something that was mostly focused on Zoo Tycoon, I probably would have done something that had more to do with that. But it sort of just sticks now, and I like it. You know, it is what it is. It's not the best in the world, I'm sure, but it's fine. I think it's catchy. What is the new zoo going to be? Oh, I did mention I'm going to make a new zoo. I will say, like I've said to everyone else, I'm not giving away any real details on that one yet, but there will be a there'll probably be a preview soon, but I'm also going to be starting the zoo fairly soon, in the next few weeks probably. Will you do a remake of Red Panda speed build you did back in the day? Probably not a remake. Maybe I'll do another Red Panda exhibit at some point. I'm sure I will, but I don't know when. Still a lot of other animals I'd cover first. Will you be doing more collabs? We already covered that. Oops, sorry, stepped on some. What plans do you have for the future? Like in my life? That's kind of, I don't know, there's a lot of stuff. Mostly YouTube and writing related. Do I have a job? I do not have a job at the moment. And do you like how your channel is going? Yeah, I do a lot. It's growing very fast, and it's really going really well right now, so that's awesome. Next is from Corporal Porpoise. What's your favorite exhibit you've ever made? That's tough because I've made a lot. It's hard to pick out a favorite. One of my absolute favorites, I don't know why, is the mountain tapir exhibit I did. Absolutely love that exhibit. You guys can go back and check that out. You can find it in my exhibit speed build playlist, but absolutely love that exhibit. I'm not sure why, but it's one of my favorites. Will you expand from, this is from Michael S. Will you expand from Zoo Tycoon 2 to any other games? Yeah, I talked a little bit how I'm going to be doing a lot of experimentation the next 2 months, so yes. Christian Celis says, asking if I can make a reincarnation or remake of basically of Disney's Animal Kingdom on Zoo Tycoon 2. Someone else asked me this as well, actually, not that long ago, and that's a cool idea. I would probably like to do that in the future. I've never been there, and I don't know all that much about it, so I have to do a lot of research if I was going to do that, because that's a pretty big undertaking, but I'm going to say very possible in the future, and not anytime real soon. Siberian Gaming basically asking if I'll do more exhibit zoos from real life zoos. So sort of a similar question, and the same thing is possibility. I'm not really as interested in the recreations as I am just trying to do something myself, create something on my own, because that's just more interesting to me, but that's possible as well. Brian Yosuke or something asks, will I try any other games in the future? And I've already covered that. That's a yes. Who else? George Blake asks, when did I first play Zoo Tycoon 2, and how did I decide to make a YouTube channel primarily based on it? I've already kind of covered that, but thank you for the question. Let's see. Next is from Animal Genius, who asked what inspired me to create a channel and what still inspires me to keep uploading videos today. Pretty much, like I said, it's just seeing other YouTube channels and just really wanting to do something myself along those lines and just give it a try. Sort of a spur of the moment thing, really, honestly. Well, spur of the moment, but also just from watching quite a few different videos and channels and really liking what I was seeing and really wanted to do something like that. And as far as what inspires me to keep doing it, it's you guys. If nobody was watching, I wouldn't be nearly as inspired to continue doing it. I would just play it for myself. But yeah, obviously you guys are everyone who watches, everyone who subscribes, everyone who interacts with the channel. Those are the people that keep me inspired. Let's see. So thank you for that question. Ezreal asks, that's how you say that name. But he's a long time subscriber, so from the beginning pretty much. A few questions. What made you want to start this channel? I kind of covered that. And what do I think made my channel grow to its current size? There's a lot of factors I think go into that. I think a lot of it was right time. at the right place sort of thing, because there really wasn't a lot of other people doing Zoo Tycoon when I started. It's a lot more now, but when I started, there wasn't that many doing what I'm doing, at least the way that I was doing it. So I think that had a lot to do with it. There was a demand that I kind of filled, and also it's just constant uploading is very important with YouTube. The way their algorithm works, you have to be uploading pretty frequently if you want to grow. It's just the way that their algorithm works. And also, I definitely got a lot of, I seek out a lot of like knowledge and information on YouTube and how to make a channel grow. I watch all the videos that, you know, the people like Daryl Eves and video creators and Alloy7, like channels that are made to help you grow a YouTube channel. That's what they're about. I watch those videos. I take information from them. So I'm really, you know, trying to learn as much as I can about it, and that's helped a lot with like SEO and things like, which is search engine optimization, if you guys don't know what that is. So I've learned a lot, and I'm constantly learning and trying to improve. So I think that's what's really helped my channel grow. So thank you for that question. Dusk41 asked what my favorite exhibit I made was, and I already answered that. That's probably the Mount Tapir exhibit. Let's see, keep going down. That's actually the last question, I think. Let's see, make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, I think I got all the questions. Wow. How much time do we have left? We still have a little bit of time. We can just talk. Yeah, so that was all the questions. I definitely want to thank you guys all for that. I was a little worried I wouldn't get those all fit in, so I was probably talking a little bit faster than I needed to, but I think I covered everything, which is pretty cool. I can sort of talk about a few other things while the video is still going on, and I can talk a little bit about what's going on in the video as well. So first, you can see that, if you've probably already noticed, this is going to be, oh good, perfect timing, right into the tour part. So I can talk about all the exhibits that I made. So there's the Deinosuchus exhibit, which I think turned out pretty well. It's pretty appropriate for the zoo. I like the way the fog looks in it anyways. And I did a small little jackalope exhibit, which I thought turned out pretty nice. Sort of a little filler in there. The frog. Something nice to have something a little bit more harmless compared to the other animals that are around. And there's the is that called bunyip? I think that's how you call it. Bunyip exhibit. Sort of weird name. But yeah, I made those. I thought I need something that fit in that little corner there, so I went something that wasn't too big, but was appropriate. So little eating area, nothing too special, and then you go up to sort of the highlight of the whole zoo, which is the Loch Ness Monster exhibit, which is essentially Loch Ness in miniature form. So I looked at some pictures. It wasn't like a highly detailed recreation or anything, but I wanted something that looked pretty good, and so I just I decided this was going to be sort of the main attraction to the zoo. The only unfortunate part about this video that I will say right now is this is going to be the last video in this series. The zoo is pretty much done. There's a few little spaces here and there, but it's not really enough to make anything but small exhibits. So I feel like I've kind of covered everything there is, and I'm really wanting to move on to some other things. So I'm going to call this the last episode in the series. But because we didn't cover every cryptid and mythological animal in the pack, I am going to be considering going back and doing those as speed builds in the future. So, well, I will be, so doing some of them. But yeah, that's going to be the end of this episode, guys. So once again, thank you very much for 5,000 subscribers. Thank you much for all the support. Hopefully we can get to 6,000 by the end of the year, and then just keep going from there. So can't thank you guys enough, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.